guys, it's Yam and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, as you can see from the title down below, I will be talking about money and adulting again. If this topic interests you, then please don't hesitate to subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell beside it for more weekly videos from me. I guess you clicked on this video because you want to allocate your money wisely without compromising other things such as your personal life. Whether you're aiming to be financially free or you want to save more money or maybe even get out of debt faster, living below your means is one of the best ways to go. Living below your means is one of the basic yet effective steps to take in achieving financial success. Living beyond your means, using your credit cards to pay for all the unnecessary splurges, constantly trying to fill a void without taking the time to realize that living in this kind of lifestyles only putting you in a much deeper hole than you already were. It'll cause you so much stress, lots of sleepless nights, and days constantly worrying about how to stay afloat until the next paycheck comes. This isn't something you could easily master overnight, but it is definitely worth the effort. Choosing to shift the lifestyle and learning to live below your means is probably one of the best decisions you'll ever make. Remember that choosing this lifestyle doesn't mean you're cheap. Living below your means doesn't mean that you have to resort to extreme measures to stretch every peso. It simply means making wise decisions and choosing to invest your money on things that really matter without sacrificing the welfare of your family. For the 6 effective tips on how to successfully live below your means. Number 1. Know and set specific goals. Oftentimes, the reason why it's so easy for some people, sometimes including me, to blow off their paycheck is that they really don't have a clear cut or a specific financial goal. We all know that we want to save money. We all know that we want to achieve financial freedom. But the problem is that some of us don't know the specifics. Like, how much money do you really want to save? What is your time frame? Why do you want to save money? And what's your long-term goal? One thing I've realized is that the more specific we are with our goals, the easier it is to come up with a concrete plan to achieve it, and the more driven we are to start and stick with it. So take the time to sit down and figure out what your goals are and write them down. Also, making a list of what motivates you to live below your means really helps. It makes it easier for you to actually execute it since you already know the benefit you'll get from doing it. Number 2, track your spending. Now that you have yourself a specific financial goal, it's time to get your hands dirty and track your spending habits. Being aware of how much money you had going out for every specific expense will give you a much clearer vision of how much money you were blowing off on all these unnecessary things. We all make mistakes on handling our money sometimes, that it can get messy, and sometimes it'll give us a headache considering all the bad money decisions we've made, but it'll surely mold us into the young adult that we are right now. Especially nowadays where almost everything is just a one-click purchase, it is so easy to fall into the trap of spending mindlessly. Tracking your spending prevents this. It forces you to acknowledge all your mindless spending, and it makes it so much easier for you to identify and notice all those unnecessary expenses. I'm actually applying this to myself. If you've seen my Design Your Life Planner video, I discussed it there. There is an expense portion every month where you can categorize your expenses. For example, your food, transportation, toiletries, groceries, and etc. So you can track your spending there every month. And yep, I write them down. I jot everything down there on my planner to track my spending habits. So allocate a few minutes of your time to sit down and track your spending habits. Number 3, eliminate the unnecessary. After tracking your spending habit, the next best thing to do is to start evaluating all your bills. Do you have unnecessary memberships or subscriptions that you are no longer using? Or are you paying the cable but not really using it? Reevaluate your bills. Check what bills you are willing to cut off to save more money. Consider downsizing those big bills. Look for cheaper alternatives and consider other options. Look at your expenses from a financial perspective and determine what things you're willing to give up to reach your financial goals faster. Remember, the sacrifices that you are willing to do now will reward you tenfold in the future. Number 4, create and stick to your budget. Be the boss of your own money and give every peso a job by creating a realistic budget. Creating a realistic budget will guarantee you that every peso you make is accounted for. It will help you avoid spending on things or services that don't help you reach your financial goals. Doing this will also give you a clearer concept of where your money goes and how fast it goes out. Just make sure to create a budget that is workable for you and your family, something that all of you are willing to commit to. Doing this will make it so much easier for you to stick to it. Another tip, make sure to add savings as part of your budget. Doing this will help you prioritize it more instead of just blowing it off once your paycheck comes. Number 5, don't elevate your lifestyle. And here's the famous saying that goes like this: don't go broke trying to look rich. For example, you have a 9-to-5 job and you're constantly wishing of getting a raise so you can save more money. Then you finally got the promotion with an increase in salary. But did you end up saving more money? Maybe yes, but let's say no. Instead of saving the raise that you got, you elevated your lifestyle. And that would be one of the biggest mistakes anyone can do in their 20s. As much as possible, if you get a raise or a bonus, save it or use it to pay off a debt. Pretend that you didn't get the raise and use the money on the more important things. Last but not the least, number 6, persevere. Shifting from living above your means to living below it is not easy. It'll take hard work and sacrifice. But don't let it stop you and continue to move forward. If a setback comes, pick yourself up and get back on track. Remember that the key to achieving any goals, financial or not, is to always persevere. Recognize that it's not easy. Setbacks will come. You might encounter roadblocks along the way. Navigate through them and just keep moving. Focus on your goal. Keep reminding yourself that all the sacrifices that you are doing now will reward you tenfold in the future. Choosing to live below your means is not easy, but it is completely doable. All you have to do is recognize your financial goals and decide what you're willing to sacrifice to reach that goal faster. You don't have to master this all at once. Just take small steps. The important thing is to not give up once it gets hard. And don't let any circumstance deter you from achieving your financial goal. And that is our video for this week, guys. I hope that you learn a thing or two from me this week. And if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up to help the YouTube algorithm. And any tips you'd like to add, let me know if there are in the comment section down below, because I'd love to hear from you. Share this to your friends, to those who need it the most. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell beside it for more weekly videos from me. This has been Yamyam saying goodbye and see you on my next video. Bye! And consider other